everybody, welcome once again to Shorty on the Fly. And the pattern that we're tying today is one that causes controversy in some circles with the purists as to whether it's a fly or not, but I know it catches fish. It's very simple to tie, and it's one that you should probably carry in your box. So let's go ahead and get started. This is the Greenie Weenie. I have a size 14 nymph hook today, and for materials we've only got 3 materials in addition to the hook. The first thing is 015 lead wire. We have chartreuse thread and chartreuse vernille. The first thing I'm going to do is put some weight on this with the lead. You can tie this without the lead and let it float if you'd like, but and all you do is leave the lead out on the pattern. I'm going to take 10 turns, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And I'm not even using this, taking it off. I'm just keeping the spool in my hand. And I'm going to clip that off with my thumbnail and do the same thing at the other end. And then we want to kind of shove those wraps together. Now, when I get the thread on the hook, I have to show you a little trick here. So we get the thread on in the usual fashion. And then I'm going to take my thumbnail and push that lead forward so that I can get the thread to cooperate and kind of trap it. And I'm not taking 78 turns of thread over top. Once you have those thread wraps in front and behind the lead, it's not going anywhere. And I'm going to come back up to the front here, and I want to make just a little bit of a ramp. Okay, kind of a taper. That's important because otherwise you get a bump that you have to deal with. And we're going to do the same thing at the rear portion here. Okay, cover that up, make a little ramp of a taper so that things are relatively smooth. Now run your thread to the hook bend, and I have about a 4-inch length of the chenille here, or the vernille here, and it's important that you cut off enough to hang on to. You know, I know you want to save, you don't want to waste anything, but you also have to have something to hang on to as you get toward the front of the hook. So we're going to run the thread back up to the front, and that's where I'm going to tie my vernille in, and just take wraps over top of it toward the back. And then when you get to the rear of the hook, we're going to put a little loop in. So just grab the vernille, bring it around. That loop wants to be probably about the gap of the hook. And just hold everything nice and tight against the hook until you get that loop dealt with. And there we have it. Okay? Now, pick up the vernille and run the thread back up to the front of the hook. Now just take wraps with the vernille right up the hook. And lift it up above and capture it with the thread. Come in and trim away the waist. And like I said, if you look here, I have to have enough to hang on to. There's nothing worse than getting up in here and you only have like this much left. It's really hard to manipulate it into what you want it to do if you don't have enough of the material to hang on to. So I'm going to come in and clip that off. And now we want to build up just a little smooth head here up at the front. Just take wraps until it starts to cooperate. And basically the head is done when I have all of the vernille excess dealt with there. Okay, there we go. All right, now we whip finish, and it is complete. Nothing to it. Okay, and once again, you know, people will argue whether this is a fly or whether it isn't. You know, that's really up to the experts to decide that, and I'm certainly no expert. I just know that they catch fish. They're kind of fun to tie. They're easy to knock out. As I said before, if you want to leave the weight out of it and float it with a little floatant, you can do that too. Just perform the same procedure, but don't put the weight on. Okay? Well, there you have it. One regulation Greenie Weenie. Tie them up. It's going to be time pretty soon. Can't wait to see you all on the water. I bid you peace.